Good afternoon, everyone. I am Nancy Thompson with Create with Nancy, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Skaneateles, New York, and I'm here to share some creative ink with you today. We are celebrating the One Horse Open Sleigh Suite that will go online and be available starting tomorrow, July 6th. I'm so excited for this suite and other online exclusives that will be in the online store. There's several other items that will be along with it. I can't remember how many, at least 5 or 6 items. And the most sought after is that little truck. It's a farmhouse type truck, and it is a punch bundle that will be starting tomorrow, and it's all while supplies last. So, and here is kind of like a little sneak peek that you can see of that truck bundle, and we are using the One Horse Open Sleigh today. So welcome. If you're joining in, come on in and say hello. I didn't turn my comments on. There we go. Hey, Shirley and Colleen and Linda. Oh, I'm so glad you made it this week. Welcome, welcome. So we're going to be doing some fun things today. So let me just make sure my other comments are up here and that I can find it. So sometimes it takes a little bit. Facebook sometimes is a little bit behind, but let's see if I can find it. So how is everybody today? It is a hot day here in central New York. I don't know, I've only been outside a little bit today, but it was warm while we were out there today. So, and it's really warm in the chicken coop. So, but the girls are just kind of hanging out in the shade, I think, today. After this, I gotta go give them some ice water. They love getting their ice water. Okay, I am not finding my feed here, so let's see why I can't. There we go. Okay, now I can find it. Okay, so hi Gail, and trying to keep cool. Yes, have the air conditioning on as well. So hopefully everybody's inside enjoying a cool drink. So hopefully you have something to drink. I've been drinking my water today, and I just wanted to, I need to pull out some designer paper here because I want you guys to choose which design a card we should make today. And I used it out of this one pack, and here we go. Here's the other one. So, and I didn't get this ready as like a little thing for you guys. So let's move to my desktop, okay, and let's get some creative stamping going on, right? So I'm gonna put a little poll out, and you can tell me whether to go with the lake view or the what do I want to call it? Not really lake, the snow view or the tree view, I guess. So let's switch this live. There we go. So we have, you know, and I didn't even look at my camera, guys, so to make sure that I was like in a nice screen here. That's how I was trying to do. So we've got the left one, which is the set of trees, or we go with the snowscape. So this is going to be the snowscape or this one. So let me know whether you go with the tree or the snow, okay? And then I'll use that one to create my card with today, okay? So this is part of the, yeah, what's the name of it called? One Horse Open Sleigh designer paper package. I've been talking about this for the last couple of weeks. I've showed it. So there's just so many great landscape designs. You know, I think I've kind of like pulled them all out. We've got the fox and some trees, some woods. I love this one here. And then it's got another one on the back side. We've got a cabin in the woods, some just generic pattern, more trees. And this is such beautiful paper, and it starts tomorrow. So if anybody doesn't want to place an order, you can message me and I will be placing an order in the early morning hours. I think everything should be online at 2 a.m. So, so check it out. Let's see. And then we've got another one here, and then we've got some more. We're gonna, was this? No, that one. I'm going to come back to this. This one, I've got an idea for another card. I'm going to do a special YouTube on Friday, so we're going to talk about that. And then there's that one for today. We've got another cabin, and here's the flip side. So just really beautiful paper, and it's all while supplies last, okay? Good. Hi, Betty. Welcome, and Colleen, and Pat. Yay, Pat. The trees might help us feel cool today. So I've got 2 trees so far, a snow, and anybody else want to put a thing? And then there's also these beautiful snowflakes. We've got the copper and gold and white, and there's 3 different sizes in there, so that's really fun. And they're adhesive back. And then of course here is the bundle. So here's the bundle right here. And if you're part of my class to go, well, I'll show you that. I'll talk about there's special pricing for the class to go if you order it with your class to go. So here's this. So we've got the stamp set and then coordinating dies here. So our card today, depends on which one we go with. I used this tree cutout on one of them. Yeah, I just only used it on the one. But we've got snowscape, and this is like trim for the sleigh. And then you could do another trim for the runner, so you could have some contrasting stuff. And then these cut out the stamps on the trees as well. So really a sweet way to get started. I can't wait to see what's in our mini catalog, but that's not for another couple of months, unfortunately. That doesn't go live until September. So, okay, like the tree. So I think we've got trees is the winner here. So we're going to go with the trees here. And so the trees, I'm also pulling in because I wanted to just, the words in here are just kind of limited to me. So it's wishing you a season of cheer and a happy new year, sending warmth your way and joyful. So I am going to pull in this one. This is a carryover that's in our annual catalog. So this can be purchased now, but it's got some a lot of great greetings, greetings in here. So check that out if you don't have a good one. But I love the inside verses, so really nice. And so I think that's it. So we're gonna go with our row of trees here. Okay, so let's see. You know what? I'm gonna show you how I cut this, because let me just figure out where to put everything, right? Okay, so let's grab my trimmer. So we're gonna need designer paper that is, and I gotta find my pattern, hang on. So this is a good way, so I've created a template, all right, here. So this is my template to help me keep on track. I even write it, or you could even use like an index card as well. I gotta add a few more because I kind of changed up my directions. This is an idea I got from Karen Titus, and so I've changed around. I've made my own measurements a little bit and changed things around than what she did. So it's hot and humid in Ohio. Oh, Pat. So we're gonna need designer paper that's 4 1/8 inch wide. So if I just went here, okay, let me take my template here. You can kind of see it a little bit better. That's kind of like, it really cuts off like the picket fence and everything. So I'm just gonna kind of move it up a little bit, and but I don't want to go too high because I don't want to cut off my tree tops in the end. Okay, so there's my 4 1/8 right there. So I think that's pretty darn good if I go right there and cut it that length. So that's about I'll make it even. So 4.5 inches is what I'm cutting this. So we do have a little bit of that fence, and then 4 1/8 is what I need tall. Probably could have gone a little bit shorter. Okay, so we've got that. And so this is great scrap, but then again, this might make a really good scene on something else as well, or even this really nice crumb cake design on the back side here. So I always save my strips, and this even would make a great for a scrappy card as well. So don't throw out those little pieces. Now we need a piece that's I always like to look at my measurements, right? That's 2 7/8 inch wide. So 2 7/8 inches wide. So there's our little scene right here. And actually, there's enough left over to create another one, which I'm going to do. So I'm going to give away one of these card kits today. One will be one made and one will be a kit, okay? So let's put that aside and let's pull out my supplies. Okay, I'm all done. I've already kind of made my supplies here. So we have a piece here that we're going to start with the clean stuff because I got some messy stuff here to do in a minute. So let me just throw in a grid paper. So we're going to adhere this. So let's adhere this onto here with some multi-purpose glue here. Okay. And so we're going to do that. And this paper is part of my class to go. So if you haven't signed up for my class to go yet, you're going to want to. Oh, I hope I'm not like, I got to go back. Let's see here. So this is part of my class to go paper that we're using. So we've got that, and this is going to, I'm going to get my sample out here. We're going to layer this. So this piece of early espresso is 3 inches by 4 1/4. And then this is going to be a 3 1/4 inch wide by 9 inch piece, scored at 4 1/2 inches. Awesome, you have cut it perfectly. They have the best images on each card. Yes, you have to kind of think about it when you're using paper, you know, get your ruler out and kind of look at it and just kind of, decide how can you get the milestone out of that. And I'm gonna grab some dimensionals here, put them away. So we're gonna add this onto here. Let's see, and I just am trying to find me back on Facebook again. My feed quit. I don't know why. Facebook is really glitchy lately. That's why I'm going to share a YouTube video on Friday, okay? And start getting you guys. So if you're not a subscriber to my YouTube channel, make sure you go there at Create with Nancy and subscribe to my channel. Whoops, that's upside down. So you get a notification when I'm live, but I'll be live tomorrow or on Friday again at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. is my stamping hour, right? Okay, and I've already got my idea ready, so hopefully I'm going to be on time, right? All right, so we've got this, and then I've already pre-stamped. I use that 'Tis the Season from, let's see if we can zoom in just a little bit more. And see, I've got with this new setup, my finger goes in front of the camera, right? Okay, so we used 'Tis the Season, and I die cut it out with these nested essentials. These are new in the catalog, and I love them. I mean, even this design, this makes a great design for stamping words. It's small enough. And I used this second one in for this label here. This one works great for the joyful that's in the Open Horse Sleigh stamp set. So that's cool. So we're gonna kind of put this right there. And let's see, you know what? I should have tied some ribbon first. we're going to use some silver twine here, and we're going to, I'm going to have to feed this through. Hopefully I can do this. I should have done this ahead of time. And there we go. And we're going to tie a bow. This stuff's can be a little tricky because it's it's slippery. So, so you're just going to give it a tie. So, so if you mail a ton of cards, how many here mail a ton of cards? Do you guys mail a ton of cards? Just remember that Saturday, the price of stamps go up. So they go up 3 cents. So make sure if you're low on stamps, I need to get there to the post office in the next day or two myself. Grab some at the at the lower price, right? So we just got a bow here. How does that look? I think I need a little bit smaller. I don't want it too big. Okay, we're gonna add some dimensionals on this now. So I love using the edges here of my dimensionals. Use every piece of dimensional. These work great when you're trying to do something like this. So let's do this, and this will hold that ribbon in place as well. So I'm gonna just bump it right up there. Don't want it to hide my trees too much. Do we need to adjust this a little bit more? There we go. You know, it looks funky because I've got so much ribbon here. I usually leave it tied until I'm done, and that way I'm not wasting anything. Okay, so we've got that part done. Let's just adjust our ribbon here, and I look like I'm crooked. There we go. Maybe not. It's a little better. Okay, so now we're ready we're gonna do the inside. Let's stamp the inside of this. I love this tree here. It's a simple little tree. This stamp set is photopolymer, so it's clear. You mail way too many cards, well, you better get to the store, Colleen, and grab some, or to the post office, not store. You bought your rolls before they went up then. Yeah, I bought several, but I'm getting kind of low again, so time to grab a few more. But the only thing with the rolls, I wish the roll stamps were a little bit prettier. I mean, I like having roll because they kind of stay together better, but they're not pretty. I like the pretty ones that come in the booklets. Okay, so let's also grab this little snowbank here. Okay, so there's like a little V here, you know, on top to kind of like put that trunk in and start your snowbanks going. So we've got that, and then we're going to use this may the peace of the season light your world, and may your new year be brightest. Okay, so if you get one, we'll get a completed card, so make sure you're commenting, and I'm seeing lots of hearts or thumbs up or whatever. And the other person will just get the guts, you know, the pieces, and you're going to need to have your own stamps so you can stamp, but maybe you're going to get the stamp set so you can complete it. All right, there we go. Doesn't that look beautiful? I think it looks pretty straight. So let's add this to the inside. Boom, boom. And I didn't do one of every design. I've got one more to showcase using this same fun fold here. Okay, and being careful because my sample has ink on it, so this Misty Moonlight is very juicy and just lots of get it all over my fingertips. Okay, so now what we're going to do, let me close this up for a minute. We're going to come back to this, okay? We are going to take and run this through the the Stamp Cut and Emboss machine, so we can add some texture to this background, okay? So let's pull that in, all right? So we've got this, and we're going to use the big one, And then, let's see. We're going to use our basic 3D embossing folder. This is part of, this is one of the folders that's available in our online store in the exclusives. It's an online exclusive folder, so that's where you're going to find it. Is there. You won't find it in our catalog. So one thing I love about our new machine is it tells us, you know, whether you're using dies, standard embossing folders. This is a 3D, so when you purchase it, you want to make sure you look at that label to tell you what style embossing folder. The thick ones are the 3D ones, okay? So we're going to use that. So it just says platform 1, which is this right here, platform 1, and then also platform number 4, okay? That is all you need to do some embossing. So, and also with our folders, I don't know if you notice this, but there's a line on here. That line should be straight, so if you line your cardstock up with that, that will make the pattern. This one doesn't really matter so much, but if you line your cardstock up along there, that will help make your pattern straight, okay? So, and you always want to put the fold in first, okay? And I found that with this folder, I needed to run it through twice, okay? It just didn't have as embossed, deep enough and embossed for me. Let this snow stamp, just finished it. Love the snow stamp, good. And then I'm gonna run it through one more time, just to give it that little deeper impression, okay? All right, so let's move that back out of the way, and we've got this and this, so let's pull this out, and here is that embossed look. I call this the crosshatch folder. So we're gonna pull our Misty Moonlight back in, okay, ink pad. So let's do that, and then we're gonna take a blending brush, and we're gonna really make this embossing pop by, so this is where I got the ink on my fingers, everyone. So you always want to start off your cardstock just so it doesn't get blotchy. So look how this is really, it'll pop better. And I'm just using kind of a light touch because I don't want it to go down in to the, where it's not embossed. I really want to catch the top of that embossing the most, okay? And just blend some ink. And it's okay if I'm not doing the center because that's going to get covered up with this here, with the piece we already put together. And you can make this as deep or as light as you want it to be. So let's really grab some ink here. Okay, blending, blending, blending. You just keep blending. And that's the beauty of blending. Is just keep working the ink around off the bristles of that brush. Still feel like this didn't get embossed too much, but we will just keep blending some ink on there. Let's see. I really want these crosshatch lines to really stand out. I even put baby wipes here, so if my fingers got really inky, I'd be all set here. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. So let's just close this back up. That one opens hard. Okay. So we're gonna I'm gonna bring my trimmer back in. Here we go. Sometimes when you ran a piece of cardstock through your trimmer, it kind of like spreads the paper out a little bit. And I'm gonna just check my measurements. So I just want it to be 4 1/8. So it is off a little bit. So it's just gonna take a little hair off, all right? So I've got a little piece there, and then this one I want to be 5 3/8, same thing. So it's just a little bit. So you could either start with a larger piece and then just automatically cut it down so you just don't get those furs there. Let's see, if I had a sanding block here, that would be good. So because I want it to sit, I could have Karen, she just showed it on here, but I just thought this was kind of flimsy, and I wanted to add it to something just to give it a little bit more stability. Okay, and it just stiffens it up, the base, a little bit more. You could even put this on a full piece of cardstock and have another spot on the inside if you really wanted to. It could be whatever you want. Okay, so it just gives, I got it over just a little bit. Can I wiggle it? There we go. So it just gives a little bit of hint that you've got another color there and everything. It looks so much better in real life, and it helps pop the boho blue a little bit more. Okay, so we're gonna put this on flat. So let's add some adhesive here. There we go. And then we're gonna just center this. That's all we're gonna do. Isn't this kind of like a simple, easy card? There we go. Now I didn't bother with bling. So what do I have for bling choices? So I have rhinestones. And then I also have, I think, what did I do with them? Let me see. I'm not sure what I did with them. Hang on. They gotta be here, I think. I'm not sure what I did with them. Well, I guess we might only have rhinestones, but let me double check my, yeah, we must only have rhinestones. I don't see where I put them. I guess we're gonna go with rhinestones, but the other thing would be the in color glassy dots. I think that's what they're called. Let me just grab the annual catalog, the 23 to 24 annual catalog, and we'll just kind of look here at the, so they have, yes, these are number 6. Yes, the in color dots is what they're called. So they come in all the new in colors, and Misty Moonlight would be what I would have chosen. But I almost think a little bit of sparkle to go with the silver twine there would be great. And I remembered to grab my take your pick tool from my classroom. Yay! So let's just add 3 rhinestones here, and then let's grab a little one here. We'll just put it there. So we've got some glitz here. Let me get in the picture here. There we go. So simple. May the season of the piece light your way. Now let's finish it off with a card. Okay. So let's, you know, I don't know if I want to get that blue in there, right? So let's pull our Misty Moonlight back out. So this is kind of like a, it's not totally monochromatic, but monochromatic, but sort of. Okay, I'm gonna go up just a little bit here. Oops, let me see, can I line that back up? Let's see if I can. I can't. Let's grab a different one. So sometimes having a foam mat would be great too. If you get that, you might want to use a foam mat. Okay, I'm just Wink Stella. See, Linda or Gail, I forget to do that. My friend Pat, who's on here today, she uses Wink Stella a lot, and I just forget to do it. I don't know if I can, if I have access to that. Okay, so we got 2 trees there. Notice I put one higher than the other, right? So I think I'm gonna just grab this back in, and we're gonna grab the snow bank here, the snow thing again. We're gonna stamp one in the V there, and then a second one there. Okay, doesn't that just look really cool? Having that, you know, the snow, it just looks like snow, doesn't it? Okay, so what do you guys think? Do you love it? Let's move this out of the way. So there we go. Doesn't it just like make a beautiful Christmas card, and really not that easy? So you could get 2 out of 1 sheet, and I might just try to make one in all the 12 designs. We'll see, okay? I've got my team meeting coming, so I think this might be next week, one of our team make and takes that we do, because we were going to focus on online exclusives in our next team meeting this next week. So I gotta just add something here. Let me add, so if you're looking to order some of this stuff tomorrow, you make sure you're using this host code, okay? For that. And I forgot about, there's a couple things I need to talk about here, okay? Let me see here, because there's more to talk about. So let me see if I can find this here. Here we go. Here is I don't know if this will show it. Oh, what happened there? Hang on. Let's do that again. And we're going to need to get rid of this. Earn to redeem. So tomorrow starts bonus days as well. For every $50 you purchase, you get a $5 coupon that you can redeem next in August, okay? Not next August, this coming August. So you can redeem it then, and you can earn as many, every $50 in purchases, you can earn one, okay? So that is really awesome. And then also, I want to make sure today is the last day for my Jack Frost class to go. So I'll show you that in just a second. I'll whip through, I'll show you a couple ideas as well. And then also, there's lots of stuff going on tomorrow. Paper Pumpkin. If you're a current Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you can get up to 50% off on past kits and refills, etc. So that will be live in the online store as well tomorrow. So anyways, isn't that really cool? But let me show you the other sample that I had made just like this. All right, let me just close this ink pad before I do that and make sure I don't have ink. So we have this one right here. So isn't this one pretty too? So this one I used the dye, and I used some of our, I think it's called In Color Luster Specialty Paper. So it's all the in colors. It's the first time I've used it. And so you can see it all. So there's the wild wheat, and it just has that little bit of shimmer to it, you know, kind of like, you know, just nice shimmery look. And the copper clay, the moody mauve, copper clay, and then the boho. So that's really, and it's thinner, so it really die cuts really, really well. But I loved making the trees out of that, and it was just a nice little addition to that. And then I used the music background on there as well, so it just, you know, I thought it went along with the word joyful right there. So how do you think? Oh, I don't know. I think if it's just stamped, you know, you just want to make sure if you're using designer paper. Linda asked, what do you think of the post office? I've never had them question me about it, you know, but definitely stamped is fine. You keep where they read the label, you know, good. But if you're adding designer paper, whoops, my paper fell there. You just want to make sure it's secured well, okay? Would be my suggestion. And then let's look at, make sure I didn't miss any comments. Oh, I'm so glad you guys love the snow stamp. Oh, good. And hello, Akemi, welcome. Anybody else join in that I didn't see? And Betty, let's see. Okay, so I hope you guys love them. So, so let me just give you a little sneak peek of a couple cards that are in the class to go. There's a link in one of my, I'll put another link in this video afterwards. But here it's just a simple all occasion type class. Everything comes pre-cut. There's 12 designs. The labels will be cut. You just need greetings. You're gonna get some embellishments. You can, we'll have a PDF for this. It will be a PDF tutorial for you to use. Very easy to put together. Okay, so it uses all 12 designs for the class. So today is the last day because I'm ordering supplies tomorrow, so I can get cutting the class and make sure nothing sells out. Okay, Let me make sure. I gotta look at my notes to make sure I haven't forgotten anything. So we talked about the online exclusives, bonus days, paper pumpkin. Oh, I almost forgot. It's clearance rack time. Yes, the clearance rack is getting updated tomorrow as well. So there's that July host code again. So make sure you use that because I can't remember what my special is this month. I'm not quite sure if I advertise it or not. It might be a little bonus card class to go is what I'm thinking. I'm hoping to have lots of time to stamp this weekend. I'm finally done with some book work, so I'm excited about that, to have that off my plate. So that's what's been keeping me busy. Yes, the trees with the deer are beautiful, Linda. So this might even be like, you know, these might be part of an upcoming class here. Maybe even to go as well. So I'm gonna be thinking about that, all right? Because this paper is so beautiful, and it just all depends on how long it stays in our online store. That's the part of it that I'm worried about is, you know, if I offer a class and then the paper sells out, then I can't order it. So, okay, everybody, thank you so much for joining in today. I so appreciate you. And I'm going to go in and pull some numbers. Let's see, what numbers should I go with? I'm going to write them down because I haven't counted comments. So I go in after I end the stream and count the comments up to see what number it falls. So how about number 10 and number 18, okay? So those are going to be the comment winners today. And I'm not sure if I posted last week because I just kind of got right into doing my book work. So anyways, so thanks so much, everybody. Have an awesome day, and I so appreciate you. Bye-bye.